Hey guys, thanks for checking out the world of barbecue. My name is Jeff with Hallboy Barbecue. We had our first 4-category cook this weekend and we're cleaning out the trailer and stuff. I thought it'd be an awesome opportunity to show you guys this badass little Big D's cooker that we're going to be using for rib cooks this year. So check this little guy out. Awesome little cooker. If you guys remember the red one from the older videos in the wintertime, that was the one we were using. Daryl actually took it, put some new hardware on it, repainted it, new drip edge here, of course put it on an awesome cart with some wheels, pneumatic wheels. Great job. Painted it black because we're going to be using it a lot, of course, this year, and black doesn't show smoke, doesn't show grease, you know, it kind of makes it well, helps it stay a little cleaner looking. So of course we'll clean it as often as we can. Clean cooker has the best results as far as I'm concerned. So he ended up putting new gasket material on there for us. I'm not sure exactly what all he did to spiff it up, but I know new paint job, new gaskets, new hardware. This is all lava lock stuff. I think that might be new. Certainly looks newer than the old one. Of course, he's got some kick-ass aluminum cutout logos and stuff. Looks great, man. It's a really cool cooker. It's a lot of fun to cook on. We're actually going to use the rack system quite a bit. We can use this one for checking ribs. It's nice to just pull them right out of there, come over here, check them. Of course, we have tables set up and stuff like that, but I mean, that one's right there. So anything else we have going on, I'll set my flame boss on there too. And I'll set this up and show you guys exactly what we do, because I want you to see how it looks like set up at a contest. But we'll have a battery pack down here, and that charges, that supplies power to our flame boss. And of course the flame boss sets up here, and then I have a probe that goes through that into the back of it. Like I said, we're cleaning stuff up, so take it easy on the why is your stuff so dirty, because we just used it. Obviously racks are definitely long enough to get ribs on it. I would say you could easily put 2 pork butts on there. Obviously you can see that it's set up more for ribs right now. If you took probably this one out, you could of course get another set of pork butts down here as well. So you could do 2 pork butts down here, 2 pork butts up there, no problem. Maybe I'll do some measurements and stuff for you guys too here in a second. But this top rack right here, I've had some comments that it seems like it's a little high. Well, it's high like that because it's for jerky. So you would take all of these out, you would put a rack in the top there, and then you would hang all of your jerky from it, of course, and it's got enough room to hang. Down here, there we go. Down here is a pan, so we'll put aluminum foil on this guy and make sure that it doesn't get that dirty. I guess you could put some water in it and stuff like that too. I haven't tried that yet. It might be worth trying though. Maybe keep things a little more moist. We'll see. But yeah, so now let me show you our setup at the contest. I would have the flame boss sitting up here. Of course, there's our battery pack down there. Let's see if I can decipher anything here. Obviously this is the blower. You got a cord that runs up there, just so it's not confusing. Maybe show you guys. This would be the power cord that goes down to the inverter, and this is the lead for the pit temp probe that lets this little guy know what the temperature is inside the smoker. All right, so that's how that works in a nutshell, of course, but just a crash course. Now I start out by having this open like this. So this is after a contest. That's what's left in there. And I had it pretty full, not too crazy, but pretty full. It's just that efficient. That's after a full contest, well, rib contest. So lots and lots of efficiency as far as this thing is concerned. Now what I'll do is I'll take my charcoal chimney, set it right here with a handful of charcoal in it. We use lump, obviously you can see there, that's Royal Oak lump charcoal. Start out with a charcoal chimney right here with a handful of it in it, handful of charcoal in it, and then I'll dump it on here, close it up, and I'll actually start out by, so here, I'll just take you right through the whole procedure. I'll put that back in there. Of course, I'm using a stick or something. Actually, you know what, at that point it's not that hot at all, so I can push it back in there with some gloves on. We'll take welding gloves with us. I'll shut this. Actually, before I do that, let me show you. That's what the inside of that looks like. So as we open and close this, if we didn't have a machine or anything to run it, anything that's electronics, we would just open that up, and that would be your intake, just like a normal smoker. Okay, you've probably seen these around, seen this style of cooker. So let's shut it up. All right, now I've got hot charcoal in there and things are starting to run. It takes a little while, of course, to get it up and running. Not anything too crazy though. I mean, as far as time, you're probably looking at 45 minutes and it's totally at 250 degrees and ready to roll. I'll start by having that fully open. When we go to cook, I usually like to line that corner up right there, and that's it right there. Yeah, I like that right there. I was gonna say something else, but I like that. So now I come over here, open this up, probably something like that, until we're at like 200 degrees. I've done this with my drums, all that kind of stuff when I'm dealing with charcoal. You want to get ahead of charcoal a little bit, stay ahead of it. And what I mean by that is you don't want to let it get too out of control, because then as far as temperature goes, because then you're shutting your stuff, your intake and your outtake, you're shutting it down, trying to choke it down to get it to calm down, to get it to come down in temperature, and then you can actually put it out. I've done that once at a contest, and that was not fun. I had to restart everything, and of course we were right in the middle of cooking, so that's a bummer. Not on this. I did it on a barrel. So I'll have it like this right here, and that's the intake till it's 200 degrees. Then I'll shut this. I'll come over here, grab my fan, toss it on here. All right, now my fan is on the intake. Now that fan right there is the only thing supplying air to this cooker, and that's how it runs as efficient as it does. So when it needs air, obviously the Flame Boss, of course this isn't a Flame Boss commercial or anything, but I'm just showing you how this works, how we do things. This probe right here tells the controller that temperature is either dropped, or it's coming up to temp, or it's above temp, whatever the case may be. I've never seen it go above temp before with the Flame Boss on it. But anyways, so if it is low, then it will tell the fan to run. And with that said, the fan runs and blows air into it and actually makes it warmer inside the cooker. That plain and simple. So let's turn this guy on, which turns on our Flame Boss. This guy right here, 275, huh? Yikes. Let's turn it down to 250. We're not even cooking, and that's bothering me. We ramped it up because we got a little crazy. I was running out of time at the contest yesterday, and I ramped it up to 275 just to get our pork to where it needed to be. Anyways, so this guy right here, again, isn't a commercial for anything. This is just how we do stuff. So this thing right here will probably last me, as far as rib contests go, probably like 6 to 8. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but the fan's running right now, blowing air. So anyways, because it thinks, and then obviously it's using 2 watts of power is what that means. 3 watts of power, blah blah blah. So it's saying that the pit's at 72 and needs to be at 250, so the fan's running. But let's turn this back off because we're not cooking right now. But this is what's left of a 4-category cook. That's percentage of your battery life. So 74% is left after I don't know, how long were we cooking for? 3 in the morning all the way to 12 o'clock the next day. So 76 now. Anyways, they last a really long time. They're awesome. So if you wanted to run something like this, and maybe you're thinking to yourself, I don't know, man, what if I don't have power at a contest? That's how you do it right there. Get yourself an inverter. I think that thing was 80 bucks. Obviously, I understand not everybody's made of money, but I mean, you save your money a little bit. stop eating out at lunchtime, and you know, save some money, and you can have one of those. And actually, I mean, they have them cheaper. This one right here, because we travel and stuff like that. Of course, we have the trailer and all that kind of stuff. So if we ever needed to pump tires up, that'll do it. If we ever needed to jump our truck, that'll do it, etc., etc. So that thing's really handy, and that's why we paid as much as we did for it. Actually, I think that one was upwards of $100. That one's a little more because of some features it has on it, and we can charge our phone on it at a contest, all that stuff, and we don't have to rely on anybody else for power. So it's nice. We are really excited to cook on that thing. We've got one contest under our belt with it, and did really, really good. Like I was telling you, in cold weather, man, killed us. It's a bummer. We're tired of the cold weather. Obviously, it's getting warmer out. You've seen the sun out and stuff like that here in Michigan, so awesome. Thanks to Daryl and Brian for doing that for us. They are awesome guys. Anyways, Hallboy Barbecue goes to Warsaw, Indiana in 2 weeks. Of course, you guys will get to see all that stuff. The contest we did this weekend, you guys will get to see all that. Probably next weekend, we'll see. Obviously, editing and stuff like that, etc. Stuff you guys don't care about. You just want to see the videos. After Warsaw, Indiana, we go to Durand, Michigan, and that would be a rib contest for Sam and I as far as a team goes. But my daughter Kenzie of Kenzie's Q, she does her first barbecue contest ever at 9 years old, and she will be competing in a burger category, Kids Q, which is usually burgers. So we're really excited about that. It's going to be a blast. Actually, we might cook some burgers today. So anyways, with that said, you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week ahead. And yeah, my name is Jeff. This is the World of Barbecue, and I will see you guys next week.